Decluttering to self-love, and ditching the addiction for approval. How to gain self-love. The quest to happiness and personal fulfillment, and breaking free from approval from outside sources. I want to share a little reading out of my Retrain Your Mind So You Don't Lose Every Time book. Everyone has an addiction. Don't let the world or society make you feel bad for what they decide what shame looks like. You are a good person no matter the mistakes you have made. Your identity is never tied to the mistakes you have made in life. Your identity is your character and your values. Mistakes are only a small portion of our identity, which is kind of like a book with numerous chapters, not the entire narrative. Consider it this way: a region's climate is not defined by just one single cloud a day. Similar to how a mistake doesn't completely sum up who you are. Our morals and principles serve as the solid pillars that hold us up while we navigate the ups and downs of life. Now, I took a moment to research with Google to ask, what would you actually say to a person in regards to their identity based off of character and values? It stated that a person's identity is largely considered to be based on their character and values, as these core beliefs and principles significantly shape how they behave, make decisions, and perceive themselves, forming a fundamental part of their sense of self. It goes on to say that your values are your foundation, your character is your expression, and everything beyond is an external factor based upon the appearance, the background, and social roles that one person plays in regards to building their identity. What are your thoughts upon that? Having the need for approval from other people's opinions will not give you the self love and self care confidence that you need to actually feel radical love. If you're constantly seeking the validation of others, always second guessing yourself and always holding back because you want to know how the next person feels about something or what another person may do, you won't be able to declutter to getting the end goal of self love and building your self care confidence. Let me share with you what radical self love actually means. When I Googled it, it states that it is the practice of unconditional love and acceptance towards yourself, including your flaws. It involves intentional actions that support your well being, your growth, and your happiness. If you continue to look for things on the outside of you to uphold the foundation of you and building your self love and self care confidence, your foundation will be unstable. It will crumble. You will find yourself in positions where you're trying to upkeep the mask of appeasing the masses and still feeling empty within. How many times have you actually been around people and felt instantly drained? Or you looked at an item in your home that somebody else gave you, or you may have brought for yourself on a emotional adventure to help self-soothe. And when you look back at that, you was drained, or you was like, oh my gosh, why did I get this? And it makes you feel like you're not enough when you're either around those people or you have those items within your home and you're just like, I got all this stuff and it's just, I still don't feel like I'm enough. That means that you're not being yourself. You're not honoring the true you that is within. And that is exhausting and it's very taxing on your mental, your emotional well being, and including your physical space. Because the clutter in your judgment, the clutter in your heart will not help you progress forward to understanding what self love is. And you will constantly continue to perceive situations in a way that is not healthy. When your home and your space is cluttered, it will get so cluttered that you may not be able to physically move within your space. Or you will constantly feel like you can't move and live life freely, which then will bring on symptoms of depression, anxiety, procrastination, and more self doubting thoughts of you're not good enough and you're just meant to be miserable for the rest of your life. Decluttering those things will actually help you to get to know you better. It will help you to actually love yourself a whole lot better and boost your self care confidence when you decide to move in a radicalness of self love and self care. You will begin to see how all of the things that I just explained do not align with your core values. It does not match your true identity. And if you really think about it, we only get one life. This life that we get is not a trial period. You don't get this time back. It's not a 2-week subscription. It's not a 30-day subscription. It's none of that. It is a lifelong journey that if you do not put yourself in an honorable position, your self care, confidence, and self love will plummet to the point that you won't be able to identify who you are or even be able to know what it is that holds you and keep you going. You won't know your values. And you will begin to disassociate with yourself to the point that you will talk so much to yourself internally that your brain will disconnect from your whole spiritual being. And you will be moving throughout life, wondering why things is happening to you, wondering why this is not going your way, why that isn't going your way. It's because you have not taken the proper measures to be intentional about decluttering your internal well being as well as your external well being, which is your physical space. As a professional organizer here in Richmond, Virginia, Humble Enhancement is passionate about helping you to see yourself in the best light, to win against your own internal monologue, to win against society pressures that keep putting a ceiling over you, saying that you can only exceed this far or excel this far. You're more than that. If you are wanting to know how to get to the next side of boosting your self care confidence and operating in full self love and being fully fulfilled with things that matter to you, then let's go ahead and get your space and your mind decluttered. Contact me by going to my website and signing up for a consultation. All of the information that you need will be below. And remember, if you want to live life fearlessly, you must declutter and organize your life on all aspects. I hope that this video resonated with you. Comment below what is one thing that you notice that is draining you or where you feel like you must have a mask in front of the masses in order to operate. Figure out where your disconnect is and let me know so we can help you get to the other side and feel true self love and self care confidence throughout your day. And share this with somebody that may need this boost to actually start caring about themselves on a different and deeper level.